So today we will begin with linguistic diversity. I have already told you the meaning of diversity. Diversity is variety. Linguistic diversity, different kinds of languages are spoken in India. The number is huge. Total 1652 languages and dialects are spoken in India. Okay. From that, only 22 languages are considered as major Indian languages and recognized in Constitution of India. So there are four families of the languages that we speak in India. So let us understand those families. See, every language has its mother language. एक मेन लैंग्वेज होती है जिससे वो लैंग्वेज डिराइव होती है, मतलब जिससे थोड़ा वेरिएशन होता है उसमें, मीनिंग वर्ड्स का मीनिंग है या फिर लेटर्स थोड़ा डिफरेंट है या फिर वो सेंटेंस बनाने का तरीका अलग है. So like that, but these all languages have certain common features. Thus, they belong to a main language from which they have got originated. So that is called as family of the language. So the first is Indo-Aryan family of languages. It includes languages such as Hindi, Marathi, Bengali, Urdu, Gujarati, Punjabi, Sindhi, Kashmiri, Oriya, Konkani, Sanskrit, Pahari, Rajasthani, Bihari, Assamese, and so on. So all these languages belong to Indo-Aryan family. And how many people of India speak these languages? Out of 100%, 72% of India's population, they speak these languages. Okay. Next is Dravidian family of language. Now Dravidian, when we have discussed earlier, we know especially to the South Indian region, these languages are spoken. Correct. So what are those languages? It includes Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Tulu. Okay. And out of 100%, 25% people speak these languages. Okay. Next, Sino-Tibetan family of languages. This group of languages includes Sikkimese, Ladakhi, Sherpa, Bodo, Naga, Manipuri, Tripura, that is Tirupuri, and so on. And the last one is Austric. Austric languages of India, they belong to Austro-Asiatic subfamily. The Austro-Asiatic subfamily इससे ये languages belong करते हैं and which are represented by the languages of the Munda or Kol group. Munda or Kol group, these are the tribes of India, and these the languages that these tribes speak are called as Austric languages and they belong to Austro-Asiatic subfamily of languages. Okay. And basically these languages are spoken in central, eastern and northeastern India. So where are these languages are spoken? Central, eastern, northeastern India. Okay. Out of the total languages, Hindi is the most spoken language in India. जितने लैंग्वेजेस हैं 22 मेजर लैंग्वेजेस है ना, तो सबसे ज्यादा कौन सी लैंग्वेज बोली जाती है इंडिया में? हिंदी से 41% पीपल स्पीक हिंदी, बंगाली 8.1% और 8.11% पीपल स्पीक बंगाली, then Telugu 7.1% people speak Telugu and Marathi 7% people speak Marathi. Then there is Tamil, Urdu, Gujarati, Kannada and so on. The number decreases. But the most spoken language in India is Hindi. That you should remember. Now the next point is regional variation. Region, what is the meaning of region? Particular area, territory. Okay. So if we consider India, there are different regions and there is variation, variety. अलग अलग वो जो regions है उसमें भी अलग अलग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हम लोगों को दिखाई देते हैं. So there are 3 regions we are going to consider here. कौन कौन से regions consider करने वाले हैं? Rural area, urban area and tribal area. Okay. So in India there are 29 states and 7 union territories. The states differ in terms of quality of people, culture and resources. So if we consider all these states, those are different from each other. How they are different from each other? Because of the quality of people, culture and resources. What are the resources available? Which kind of people are there in that state? What is the culture of that state? Based on these things, all the states, they differ from each other. Therefore, there is regional variations. There are certain regional variations. Here there should be R, there is typing error. There are regional variations or differences among the states and also among the sub-regions of each state. अगर स्टेट ले तो सभी स्टेट भी एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट है. अगर उस एक स्टेट ले तो उसमें भी जो सब रीजन्स है उसमें भी डिफरेंस है. So let us understand one after another. First we will understand rural area. Okay. So let us understand some of the characteristics of rural area. As per census 2011, there are over 6 lakh villages in India. कितने villages है इंडिया में? How much villages are there? Over means 6 lakh से भी ज़्यादा. Over 6 lakh villages in India. So out of India's total population, 68.84% people live in villages, whereas 31.16% of India's population lives in urban areas. So how many towns and cities are there? There are about say 7,700 towns and cities are there in India. So in those 7,700, about it is approximate, it's not exact number. So about 7,700 cities and towns, 31.16% of India's population lives. Okay. So let us understand what are the various characteristics of rural India are. So the first one is caste system. In Indian villages, caste system is widespread, it is prevalent. We could find it that without caste, we could not find any village. And each village has several castes. Although in some particular villages, there is one caste dominates, and all these castes are interdependent on each other. ये जो सभी कास्ट है तो ये क्या है? इंटरडिपेंडेंट है. They are interdependent on each other. There are many castes in the village. Caste system is there. First thing you should remember, in Indian villages there are caste system. There is caste system. There are different castes. All these castes are interdependent on each other, and in certain villages one caste may dominate the other caste. तो एक caste dominate करती है बाकी के caste को, but in certain villages, not in all villages. Second one is the status of women. So how women are there in rural area? In rural area or rural women, they are much dependent on their men. Okay, those who are women, they are dependent on men, and they require support of institutions like marriage and family. तो ये women जो है rural area में, they are dependent, उनको वो किसी का भी support की जरूरत है. Which support they want? They need the support of marriage system, institution and family. Marriage, so if you are living in a village, a girl cannot stay unmarried, she must marry, if she wants to be safe, if she wants to get that dignity and respect, so she must marry, and she needs her family. So both other things are her support. And women are mostly engaged in indoor activities. women क्या है, indoor activities में ज़्यादा busy है, and they also work in the field. और फील्ड में भी मतलब खेत में भी वो काम करने के लिए जाते हैं. And they are very much attached to their family members, and these women, they adjust everything, whatever their likes, dislikes, everything are adjusted. Their life is life is full of adjustments, and it is due to the family conditions. Whatever the family tells, based on that she will decide what she should behave, how she should behave. So many compromises she does because of her family. So this is the status of women in the rural area. Next, occupation. Now, which is the occupation most people follow in say in the rural area? It is agriculture. So rural people are mostly engaged in agriculture. Directly or indirectly, they are connected to agriculture. Say about 80 to 90% of village people, they are engaged directly or indirectly with agriculture and other related areas. Okay, and the prosperity of rural area depends mostly on agriculture. जो प्रॉस्पेरिटी है, मतलब जो संपन्नता है, वो कहाँ से आते हैं? बिकॉज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द साइज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. See, majority of India's population, I have told, lives in villages. So as per 2011 census, out of total India's population, 68.80%, 84% people lives in villages. And suppose if we and the main reason for majority of population in rural India is due to developing nature of Indian economy, and majority of workers were engaged in agriculture. So majority of people are engaged in agriculture, that's why there is concentration of population in the rural area. But nowadays many changes have took place. People are leaving their villages, they have got settled in cities so that they can earn money. As we all know that the atmosphere is very bad, and it is affecting expenses are the farm expenses are much, so the farmers, they are not getting enough profit, so they are living it, they are living that occupation, and they are joining industries so that at least they can earn money. They are living in cities, they have shifted to cities, and they have started earning. But earlier situation, it was that the majority of population lived in rural areas. Now literacy rate is very low in rural people, and because of that there are many superstitions these people follow. See, if we consider 2011 census, the literacy rate of rural India was 74%. Literacy rate of India was 74%, whereas in rural area, the rural literacy rate was 50%. It was less than 50%. 50% से भी कम था. Okay, what is it? Literacy rate. लिटरेसी रेट मतलब कितने लोग शिक्षित है, उसका परसेंटेज. नेक्स्ट, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट. The unemployment rate is very high in rural area. Why it is high in rural area? Because of the seasonal occupations. Seasonal occupations, they are mostly related to agriculture. Okay, and that's why unemployment rate is very high in rural area. As per 2011-12, 5.7% of total workforce of the workforce in rural area was unemployed. कितना unemployment था? 5.7% as per the CDS basis. CDS मतलब क्या है? Current daily status. I'm just writing it. What is CDS? Current daily status. That is CDS. Current daily status. Okay. Then there is CWS. What is this CWS? Current weekly status. Current weekly status. Current weekly status. So what's the percentage of unemployment as per current daily status in 2011 and 12? It was 5.7%. कितना था? 5.7% as per the CDS. And as if we compare this with the urban area, it is in urban area it was 5.5%, whereas in rural area it is 5.7%. Okay, understood this? Next is poverty rate. See, 21.92% of India's population lives below poverty line in 2011 and 12. In rural areas, the percentage of people living below poverty line is 25.70%. कितना है? The people see, this is total India's population. Okay, ये क्या है? Total India में कितने लोग रहते हैं? But in rural area it is 25.70%. So if we consider the total population, how many people they live below poverty line? 21.92%. Okay, but if we consider this 21.92%, out of this 25.70% of total India's population, or say the people who are living below the poverty line, so out of that 25.70% of rural people, or in the rural area, people live below poverty line. See, the poverty is very high in rural area because especially in Orissa, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, ये जो poverty rate है जो उड़ीसा, बिहार, मध्य प्रदेश में बहुत ज़्यादा है. There are certain causes of rural poverty such as high growth of population, especially among the poor people. Then social exploitation by the landlords, malpractices of money by money lenders. जो साहूकार होते हैं वो माल प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, गलत तरीके के प्रैक्टिसेस रहते हैं. एंड पुअर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ एंटी पॉवर्टी मेजर्स. जो एंटी पॉवर्टी मेजर्स है, मतलब पॉवर्टी हटाने के लिए जो मेजर्स लिए जाते हैं, उपाय किए जाते हैं, सॉल्यूशंस लिए जाते हैं. So in that case, those are very weak, those are not proper, and poor implementation, those are implemented not properly. That's why poverty rate is very high in Indian villages. Understood this? But there are certain main problems of the rural population. The first one is lack of infrastructure facilities. क्या है? Lack of infrastructure facility. Infrastructure facilities such as roads, transport, electricity, ये infrastructure बहुत ही कम है ना. In certain villages there is no electricity, there are no proper roads, transportation facilities are not available. Next is low level of literacy. Literacy rate बहुत कम है. High incidence of poverty, poverty rate बहुत ज़्यादा है. And social exploitation by landlords and others. सोसाइटी में जो लोग weaker section है, weaker side है, those people are exploited by the landlords and other, and there is disguised and seasonal unemployment. रूरल एरिया में डिस्गाइज्ड एंड सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है. डिस्गाइज्ड मतलब छुपी, changed in the changed form. So disguised and seasonal unemployment है. So this is all about rural area. Do you have any doubt related to rural area? Yes, students. Do you have any doubt?